According to Maslow, one of the needs of humans is the need for affection and is having a sense of belonging. And that is where I come in. I'm Solomon Arasa, and thank you for hooking up to my YouTube channel. Now, today I will be continuing on what I've been talking about sometime now. So I'll be talking about how to know that you're ready for a romantic relationship, or how to know whether you're ready for a dating relationship. And one of the things that I have said, among other things, is that first of all, you must get to know yourself, get a life, and get to know yourself, get to know your aspirations and all of that. And then I also said in one of the videos that you need to also understand that you must be willing to give love and not necessarily take it. So I want to take it a notch further today by saying that you need to answer this question. Are you ready for you to know whether you're ready for a relationship? Is that you must answer this question. Are you psychologically ready, physically and psychologically ready for the demand of a relationship? You know, relationship is about the other person. It's not necessarily about you. It's about ready to give out to the other person, ready to express a level of love and maturity that you have to another person. And so if you have not gotten that sense of psychological maturity, then you will not be able to function effectively in a relationship. And so to be ready for a relationship, you need to be matured and be independent of any other person or individual or group of individuals. You must be able to make decisions for yourself and stick to them and take responsibilities for whatever outcome that decision brings. So if you are still depending on your parents or your elder siblings or other relations of yours to make critical, life-changing decisions for you, then you are not yet matured enough to be in a relationship, because you are bringing somebody on the journey with you to this thing called love and life. So if you are not having a mind of your own, if you are not dependent by yourself, you are not self-sufficient in decision making, in being able to understand the psychology of your partner and be able to give in everything that you have to that relationship, and to know when to say yes and when to say no, when to communicate effectively, when to say certain things and when not to say it, how to smoothing your word in order not to harm your partner or make your partner feel insecure of him or herself, then you are not ready for a relationship. So if you are still having undue influences, I wanted to take this job, but my parent, it's just that my father wanted me to be this, my sister wanted me to be this, so right now I'm just confused, I don't know what to do. You depend on other people to make choices for you. Oh, my pastor said he don't believe that he said that the only person I said, my pastor said this is the person that is right for me, then I cannot go be in a relationship with the person. Then that tells you that you are not psychologically ready for a relationship. So anyone who still depends on their parent and other people to make decisions, life decisions for them, are not ready for a relationship. So if you are not able to stand your ground and tell your people or whoever it is that is there that this is what I know is good for me because of this and that, and I'm sticking to it, no matter the consequence, I'm ready to go down the hall, and you stand your ground and make that thing, then you are not yet ready for a relationship. So until and unless you have that psychological maturity to be able to stand for yourself, make decisions for yourself, and accept the consequence of it, be ready to make mistakes and accept consequences for it, and make adjustment when necessary, then I can tell you, you are not psychologically ready for a relationship. And so jettison that, grow up before you bring someone else into the journey. So you need to be able to understand your psychological state as a person. Who are you? What level? What can you tolerate and what can't you tolerate? Because see, when you are dealing with another person, you're going to take shit, quote and unquote. You're going to take a lot of things. You're going to swallow because certain responses, certain things that the person is going to do may not or go well with you. And if you do not know how to put your anger and your emotion in check, at that point you're going to ruin everything. So until you have that independence to be able to take decisions and think over a decision before you make them, and then when you make them you stick to them, and then you are not yet ready to be in a relationship.